In this video, I'm gonna tell you how you can ruin your online business in just a couple of months. But of course, I don't want you to ruin your business. I want to tell you about my mistakes so you can avoid them. And luckily, my business is still on, so I will share all of that with you in just a moment. My name is Agnieszka and this channel is all about digital marketing and creating your online business. So if you're interested in those subjects, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. The video is coming right up. So how can you completely ruin your business in a couple of months? Well, stop working. Stop producing content. Well, I didn't stop working because I switched to some other activities. I actually focused on working with clients, and that's why, well, that's not the only reason, but it was one of the reasons why I stopped producing content and I stopped working on my own online business. And you know how the algorithms work. If you stop producing content, you stop publishing, they stop showing your videos, and then when you come back, it's going to be hard. I think this video is not going to achieve as many views as I was able to achieve before, because first of all, the algorithm will not show me so many people, and also I know that my audience, it's possible that they forgot about me, because if you don't publish anything for 6 months, well, what can you expect? But let me tell you how did I arrive at this point, because the fact that I started to do some consulting services was not the only reason why I stopped recording anything for my channel and producing content for my blog and for other social media platforms. So the other main reason was that I was simply overwhelmed, because I did everything wrong. I started to produce content for all platforms and in huge amounts. At some point, I was just not able to keep up with this, because you cannot produce lots of content every day for months. It's just simply not possible. And you cannot just publish videos on YouTube, write blog posts and promote them, because promoting blog posts means also finding specific topics on Quora, providing meaningful responses to those questions to promote your article, then creating pins on Pinterest to attract people to your blog, then posting on Instagram, and all those platforms demand that you are active, so you have to really produce a lot of content. And I can tell you that it is not possible to do if you do it on your own. So I think I just reached a moment when it was simply a burnout. I just couldn't force myself to record any video, to write any article, or to produce any social media posts. I just couldn't force myself to go on to any of those platforms and consume content that was connected to digital marketing and online business, which are the heart of my activity and which I love. It's just that I was so tired of producing content, of thinking constantly what to do, what to record, what to write, that I just didn't have any energy to go back on those platforms. It is not rare. I hear a lot of online entrepreneurs and content producers talking about the same problem, and some of them focus only on one platform. So just imagine to which point I was tired, because I was working on all of those platforms. And just to give you a background, for example, I don't really like writing. So producing a blog post for me was really a task that consumed a lot of my energy, and I really had to force myself to sit down and write this article. So the fact that I was producing these articles on regular basis and then trying to promote them just on the side of producing the videos and other social media content, it was really consuming all my energy. So the first big mistake you can do is just not focus on a platform that you feel the best and trying to cover all platforms. I know this is tempting, because of course if you're present on all social media platforms, then you can make your presence stronger and get bigger exposure, but there are other ways to achieve this goal without having to arrive at the burnout, and I will share it with you in just a moment. The second problem was that I just didn't have the right focus, because I started with affiliate marketing. I did after that some email marketing, and then I focused on doing some consulting content to promote my consulting services. And at some point I was doing all of them and I didn't really know what I want to focus on. And this is another issue like that, because I was trying to cover all those subjects. So I was just overwhelmed with the number of things that I wanted to say, and I didn't have a plan, and I just couldn't organize myself where to post what. So first of all, too many platforms, then too many subjects. So just focus. The focus is the best advice that I can give you. And the third mistake that I did was the regularity, because I tried to post every day, everywhere. So it's not possible to produce content everywhere if you don't focus on one platform. And if you choose YouTube really to produce a YouTube video every day, it is not possible. You can do it if you choose Instagram, for example, but if you choose YouTube and you want to produce videos, believe me, you will not be able to record a video a day for months or years. Yeah, you can do it for some time, and then you'll just be overwhelmed with all this. And I was so committed, I was so motivated, I was producing content for all platforms. And again, this brought me to the point that I just had enough of that. And when I acquired some clients to work with, I just was so happy and relieved to move to some other activities and not to open the social media platforms, just focus on other work. And that's why it took me 6 months to go back, to recharge my batteries and to realize what I want to do. I realized that it is important for me to develop this online business, but in a good way. Even if you decide to be a marketing consultant, this kind of media assets, content that you produce, it's like your portfolio. This is the way you can find clients in your niche. And this is also something that you can show, and this is the way that your clients can find you, very beneficial for your business. But also, if you are like me, I simply enjoy helping people, sharing my knowledge, sharing my mistakes so that they can avoid them, and helping them with all the tips and tricks that I've learned during my journey. And so for me, it is just pleasure to do these videos, but it has to be pleasure. So you cannot just give yourself unrealistic goals. This time I'm starting from the beginning. So I know at the beginning it will be hard. I'm not starting from zero, because I still have my audience on these platforms. Even though I realize that the algorithm will not show me to a lot of them, I will not be starting from zero. And I have my experience now, and I know how to approach this subject. I will set myself realistic goals. I know what I want to focus on. I want to provide you guys valuable videos when I will show you how to do things, how to manage your online business, how to use social media, how to avoid different mistakes, and in general to support you in your entrepreneurial journey. So this is my focus, and I will now try to create the content regularly, but not so often as before, and I will focus on certain platforms. So I will be focusing on YouTube, but I'm not abandoning my blog. I will continue blogging, but I will do it with some help, with some outsourcing. So right now, when I want to write a blog post, I am searching for a subject. I am writing all the bullet points, and I make a structure of the article, and then I let somebody else write it. And this is a great solution for me, because then I can explain what I want to explain in the way that I want to explain, but there is somebody else that is putting these thoughts into sentences. And really, it saves me so much energy. And this is the way, guys. If you can afford it, if you want to be present on different platforms, just outsource some activities that you can outsource. You can still have a lot of impact, you know, like me, I'm doing the blog posts by providing the bullet points, so I have the article written in a way that I want to, but I don't have to spend time to write it. Of course, for YouTube videos you cannot really outsource that, but this is something that I like doing. But for example, if you don't like editing videos, you can outsource that. I really encourage you to outsource some activities. There are a lot of competent people on Upwork or on Fiverr that can help you with your online business, and it's not worth it to do everything yourself. You also have to learn to delegate your tasks. So just keep the most important ones for yourself, and the rest please delegate, because you can arrive at a point where you just have enough. You just cannot do anything else like I did, and it's just a pity because I was not present for 6 months because of that. So I'd really like to know if you had already gone through these problems before. Have you given all of your energy to develop your online business, and then you just didn't have any energy to proceed with that and you abandoned your business for some time? Let me know in the comments, and I encourage you to watch my next videos to see how I am managing with my new journey, how I'm rebuilding my business. Not from the scratch, but really from the basics and in a different way. The very important message that I want to give you guys is to never give up, because the people who are successful in online business are the ones that just went through all these problems like this one, but they didn't give up. So it doesn't take, 1 year to succeed. It takes years sometimes, and there are ups and downs, and it is a long-term game. So if you are going to stick in it, you will succeed at some point. So don't give up, and share your experiences in the comments. Thanks a lot, guys, and see you in another video.